Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I garden in Georgia, Zone 8A, where I do gardening related videos. For today's video, I want to highlight 15 plants in my garden that can take the heat. I'm in Georgia, Zone 8A, so we get some serious heat, guys, and the humidity's out of control. This week alone, we've been clocking 90s to 97s, and on top of that, the humidity makes it even worse. So you feel like you're melting, you're sweating in places you don't need to be sweating, and it's really, really rough on the plants. Even if you water, the heat is still bearing down on them. So these 15 plants are the ones that I've noticed in my garden that can stand up to the heat. They don't wilt, they don't look like they're about to die, they don't look like crisp or anything. So let's get started. First up, we have Dahlias. I'm a big fan of Dahlia. This particular one here is the Thomas Edison. I usually buy my Dahlias as the tuber, not the plant. So I got this at either Lowe's, Home Depot, or Walmart. These guys are hardy to zone 8, and they come back reliably for me. Very rare does a Dahlia not come back for me here in my Zone 8A garden. So this particular one here is the Thomas Edison. But I also have Kelvin Floodlight, which is not blooming yet, right? Now, these guys, they bloom in the dead of the summer when it's really, really hot. That's how you know they can take the heat. So long as the soil is moist, no matter how hot things get, the dahlias will stay true. Now, what do we know about dahlias? We know they love the heat, but we also know that they can grow up to 6 feet tall, this particular variety, and they need staking. I also have the Creme de Cassis, and I have several other varieties in my garden. Let me know if you have dahlia and how they do in your garden. Next up, we have butterfly bushes. Any type of butterfly bush will do. These guys here can take the heat. I don't think I've ever seen my butterfly bush really wimp or begin to look sad or saggy or anything. They just love the heat, right? They also don't like wet feet. So that's also a good thing. When a plant doesn't like wet feet, they can really take the heat. Now, this particular one here, and you guys know I have a lot of varieties. This one here is the Pugster Pinker. I also have the Pugster Amethyst, which I'll show you right here. Is the Pugster Amethyst, but I also have the Pugster Periwinkle, and for an upcoming video, you're going to see I actually bought 3 Pugster Blues. These guys here, these butterfly bushes, they are hardy from zones 5 to 9, and this particular variety is a dwarf, but I do have the Nanho Purple and the Nanho Blue, and every last one of them, they can take the Georgia heat. Next up, we have Agastache or Agastache. I have a few varieties again. This particular one here is the Summer Long Magenta. You might have seen it in one of my spotlight or highlight videos. This guy will bloom all the way down until we get hit by our frost. And these guys here can take the heat. What I know about this guy here is when you plant it, be sure to raise it above the soil grade, which I do for every plant anyway, but for an Agastache for sure, I know not to plant this guy either flush or below the soil grade. This guy never whimpers, and as you can see, the bees love it as well. So I have the Summer Long Magenta. This one is the Meant to Be Queen Nectarine. And I also have another one just mentioned, just called the Hummingbird Mint Dwarf. Not a specific name, but it does really, really well in my garden. Next up, we have Lantana Miss Huff. This is the true, reliable, perennial Lantana that will come back for us here in Georgia Zone 8A. Now, I have mine in the container temporarily because I'm still trying to navigate the space to figure out where to put it, right? Because this guy will grow at least 10 feet wide, and I don't have 10 feet wide space just hanging around right now in the garden, right? This guy will come back for me reliably if it's in the ground. If it's in the container, I have to put it in the garage and bring it back out, but it did come back for me last year in the container. Love this guy. It can take the Georgia heat. I don't think I've ever seen Lantana wilt or, turn down or the leaves curl up or anything. It's like the hotter it gets, the more they like it. Now, this guy here, I believe, is hardy from zone 7B. So if you're in 7B to 8, you should have your Miss Huff come back reliably. Let me know if you have this beauty in your garden and how it does. Next up, you know what this is. This is the Autumn Joy sedum, my favorite perennial in my entire garden. Love this guy. I divide it every single year, and the more I divide, the more it multiplies and gives me even more plants. It's a sedum or a stone crop, so you know it can take the heat. I don't think I ever really water this plant. It's okay just from the rainwater that comes naturally and the fact that it's clay. You guys know I have clay, and clay does stay moist longer than if you have loamy or sandy soil. This beauty here, oh my goodness, it can take the heat. Now you might say it is not in bloom right now. It's not at the point where you see the beautiful pinky red flowers, but as you can see, it's getting ready to put on a show. Let me know if you have Autumn Joy or Autumn Fire or any type of sedum and how they do in your heat. Next up, we have Rose of Sharon. I have Sugar Tip, I have Pink Chiffon, and I have Blue Chiffon. This particular one here is Pink Chiffon, and it is a beauty. It is all budded up, and it is not wilting one bit. It truly, truly enjoys the heat. Here's the Blue Chiffon that you might have seen in one of the spotlight videos not too long ago. He's looking great and he's all budded up. And right next to that one is the Sugar Tip. Now this one is not blooming yet, but you can see it is getting ready to do what it does best, guys. And I have to say this, guys, I bought this online a couple years ago. Small 1 quarts that I was very disappointed when I bought them. But for some reason, on third year, they picked it up and they are putting on an absolute show. Let me know if you have any of these, the Pink Chiffon, the Blue Chiffon, or the Sugar Tip of the Rose of Sharon. Next up, we have roses. Now, you guys know I have a lot of roses. I have a lot of shrub roses, climbers. I have the knockout series. I have the regular roses. They all do absolutely amazing in the Georgia heat. This particular one here is the cherry red knockout rose, a prolific bloomer, really nice, clean foliage with gorgeous pinky red blooms. Now, one of the downsides to roses is that the Japanese beetles seem to love them, and I don't have that many this year. And I didn't have any last year, I believe, but I do see a Japanese beetle right in here, but I'm not even worried about it one bit. It's not damaging the plant too much, although, if you do have Japanese beetles, you want to have a little mixture of Dawn or neem oil or whatever concoction you use to help with it. But roses are absolutely amazing in the Georgia heat. Next up, we have the beautiful tiger lily. Now, I love this guy. It is my favorite lily in the entire garden. Has these beautiful blooms. Oh my goodness. And the hummingbirds absolutely adore them, right? They bloom in mid-summer. They can take the Georgia heat, guys. I absolutely adore them. I've bought all my tiger lilies via the bulb, the lily bulb, over the years. And as you can see, I have a whole lot of them. This is one of the top plants that brings in the hummingbirds as well in my garden. Next up, we have the beautiful Canyon Creek abelia, one of my best performing flowering shrubs, if you ask me. It does absolutely amazing. It has these really nice foliage and these small little white pinkish little flowers that do absolutely amazing. The hummingbirds love it, the bees love it, everybody loves the Canyon Creek abelia, but it can stand up to the Georgia heat. Never seen this guy wilt, but again, remember, you have to keep things watered in order for them not to wilt. Even though some plants, even if you water, they're still going to wilt. This beauty here, I have never seen it. Even when I transplanted it, it took really, really well to the transplant. And it grows pretty big, but I try to maintain it in the garden. Love this guy. This beauty here, the Canyon Creek abelia. Next up, we have the beautiful Uptick Coreopsis or tick seed. Love this guy. It can take the Georgia heat. It is an absolute blazing sun from morning until that sun sets, guys. And it's a very, very long bloomer. This is one of the longest blooming plants in my garden. It blooms all the way down till we get our frost, and it's been blooming since the spring. It is loved by the pollinators. Now, one thing you must know is that it doesn't look the greatest when it's time for you to cut it back. So try to cut it back, give it a chance to regenerate some new blooms so it can take you all the way down to the end of the season. Next up, we have crepe myrtles. Now, this particular one here is part of the Delta series from the folks at Southern Living Plant Collection. And I have the Delta Fuchsia, Delta Fusion, and Delta Moonlight. Now, this guy needs to be cut back, but this is one plant. Now, it could be a huge tree, but these are dwarfs. These guys here will grow 8 to 12 feet tall in their lifespan. They won't grow tall and the big ones you see lining the city blocks and everything. I love them because when you see that summer hits, this is when crepe myrtle begins to show off. It has these beautiful dark foliage with these gorgeous pinky or white or purple or all kinds of colors for the crepe myrtles. Let me know if you have this beauty in your garden and how it does. Next up, we have the ever reliable Mystic Spire Sage. Love this guy, and as you can see, so do these huge bees, guys. Look at them at this Mystic Spire Sage. Really, really loving to see this, guys. I'm a big fan of any plant that brings in the pollinators. This guy here, I tell the story all the time. I got it from the supermarket, thought it was just an annual, and it came back, and it came back, and it came back again. And I was like, okay, this guy, I looked it up. It's hardy from zone 7B, Mystic Spire Sage. It can take the Georgia heat. I've had it for years now, and it's doing absolutely amazing with these really nice purple blooms. And again, loved by the pollinators. Next up, we have the beautiful Cat's Pajamas Nepeta. Love this guy. When I first got to this plant, I only used to see the cats meow, which I have a lot of in my garden. And I started seeing the pajamas as well show up in the store. So I have both. They are great in the garden. They don't wilt. They take really nicely to this humidity and this heat that we have here in Georgia. This beauty here doesn't grow that tall, and it's hardy from zones 3 to 9. I have several of them in my garden, and they do absolutely amazing. Let me know if you have these guys and how they do. Next up, we have the beautiful Agapanthus, also known as African lily or lily of the Nile. It is native to parts of Africa, so you know it can take some serious heat. This guy here, I got it as a clearance plant at my Lowe's years ago, and it does absolutely amazing. You might have also seen it in one of my spotlight videos showing how beautiful it is with those blue blooms and those strappy leaves. This beauty here is hardy to zone 8, and I definitely mound this up. What I know about this guy is it doesn't like to be divided too much. It likes to actually be a little bit bundled up in the roots. So I've learned that after 1 or 2 of them have died for me, but I absolutely love Agapanthus. Does absolutely amazing in the Georgia heat. Finally, we have the ever-reliable coneflowers. I have several varieties. I have the Powwow, I have the Cheyenne Spirit, and I have the Sunseekers brand, and I also have the artisan or artisan variety. These beauties here are a staple in my garden. I love coneflowers, especially the Cheyenne Spirit, because it's so beautiful. You can have all different types of colors on one plant. Now, this beauty here is a full sun plant that can take the Georgia heat, loved by the pollinators, and does absolutely amazing in my garden. Let me know if you have these guys and how they do. All right, guys, that is pretty much it for me here today. Let me know how things compare to your garden. And remember, please stay safe out there. Stay hydrated, wear sunscreen, wear your hat, and protect your skin from the elements. Let me know how things are going in your neck of the woods. Please like, please share, and please subscribe. Remember to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted on all my new videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.